The title suggests a story centered on the Baxter family, a family whose disappearance, tragedy, or secret has remained unsolved for years. It hints that whatever happened to them goes beyond ordinary explanation, suggesting events filled with confusion, mystery, and unanswered questions. The phrase, "defies logic," indicates that the case contains elements that contradict common sense or challenge what people believe to be possible. This sets the tone for a narrative that is unsettling, intriguing, and filled with unexplained twists. The story likely begins with the Baxter family living an ordinary, quiet life. They may have been known for their peaceful routines, their close relationships, and their reputation as a stable household. Nothing about them would have suggested that something bizarre or tragic was coming. This contrast between normality and mystery deepens the impact of what later unfolds. As the story develops, small signs may have appeared that something was not right in the Baxter home. Neighbors might have noticed unusual noises, strange lights, or unexpected visitors at odd hours. These early hints, while unclear at the time, would later become important pieces of a much larger puzzle that no one initially recognized. The situation becomes more intense when the Baxter family suddenly disappears, behaves strangely, or is found in circumstances that make no sense. Authorities may have expected an ordinary explanation, but every lead either contradicts the previous one or brings up more questions than answers. The case begins to look less like a normal investigation and more like a riddle without a solution. People may have tried to connect the events to common causes such as a break-in, an accident, or a family conflict. But none of these explanations fit the evidence. Everything may feel out of order. Timelines clash, physical evidence appears misplaced, and witness statements fail to match each other. The confusion fuels speculation and fear in the community. Rumors might start spreading, each one more unbelievable than the last. Some might believe the Baxters were hiding a secret. Others might think someone was targeting them. A few may even suggest supernatural forces were involved. The lack of any solid explanation gives space for imagination to take over. Authorities might continue searching for logical answers but find themselves blocked at every turn. Every new discovery, instead of offering clarity, brings more contradictions. The case file may grow thicker, filled with reports that make the situation appear even stranger. Investigators begin to question whether the truth fits within the boundaries of normal reasoning. Friends and relatives of the Baxters may struggle emotionally, unable to understand how an ordinary family they knew well could become the center of such an unexplainable event. Their memories of the Baxters, kindness, warmth, laughter, clash with the eerie mystery that now surrounds their name. As time passes, the case may become a topic of fascination. Journalists, researchers, and curious individuals might revisit it, each hoping to find a hidden detail that was overlooked. Despite these efforts, the core questions remain unanswered. Every attempt to create a clear narrative results in contradictions. Some people may become obsessed with the Baxter case, searching through documents, interviewing witnesses, and proposing new theories. Their dedication shows how deeply the mystery affects those who encounter it. Yet even they must confront the frustrating truth that no theory fully explains what happened. The place where the Baxters lived could eventually become symbolic of the mystery itself. The family's home, belongings, and history may be examined repeatedly, but none of these things reveal the missing piece that can make sense of the case. The environment becomes a silent witness to an event that refuses to be understood. The case's impact likely spreads beyond just the immediate community. It may become part of local folklore, a story repeated over the years, gaining new details as it passes through different voices. Each retelling preserves the fascination and fear the case created. Even decades later, people may still revisit the Baxter family's story. Some might believe the truth is buried somewhere, waiting to be uncovered. Others may accept that the case belongs to a category of mysteries that simply resist explanation. The unanswered nature of the story gives it a lasting presence. In the end, the title suggests that the Baxter case stands as one of those rare mysteries where logic fails completely. It represents a boundary where human understanding meets something too complex, too hidden, or too unusual to fit within familiar explanations. That is what gives the story its haunting strength. The lasting power of the Baxter family mystery lies in its ability to challenge assumptions, spark curiosity, and provoke endless questions. It remains a case that defies logic not because answers were never sought, but because the truth, whatever it may be, has remained stubbornly out of reach.